Welcome to the NetSuite Billing and Revenue Management solution for software companies. Today's solution leverages expertise from implementing over 1,700 software customers. In this demonstration, you will see how NetSuite's powerful billing and revenue management tools can save you time, decrease errors, and improve visibility to operating results. Before implementing NetSuite, software companies are faced with a similar set of order management, billing, and revenue recognition challenges, including no integration with a Salesforce automation system like Salesforce.com, lack of internal controls and approval processes, increasing the risk of error and eliminating chances of SOX compliance. No support for subscription billing, because invoices are all created manually, which isn't scalable as the business grows, and there is limited, if any, visibility into billing forecasts. And days sales outstanding is high, and AR collection processes are completely broken. The revenue recognition process, manual, error-prone, and time-consuming. This may be the most important part of the business to get correct, and many companies rely on human calculation and Excel spreadsheets. There is limited visibility to revenue forecast or true deferred revenue waterfall reports. ASC 605 and 606 compliance is top of mind, but many systems don't support the requirements, like merging revenue contracts, and adjustments rely on manual intervention. So NetSuite developed the software industry solution for billing, order management, and revenue recognition, based on the knowledge of leading practices from an extensive customer base. With NetSuite's leading practices, you can leverage a bidirectional integration with a Salesforce automation tool like Salesforce.com. You will automate subscription billing with a flexible billing engine and increase cash flow by automating collection reminders. You will decrease errors with approval controls for both billing and revenue recognition, and you will have a robust revenue recognition engine, which automates event-based RevRec or exact days RevRec and many other revenue recognition rules and methods. The software industry solution is not only fully compliant with ASC 605 and 606, but NetSuite is constantly developing the product to give you more tools to stay aligned with the latest standards. NetSuite's billing and revenue management workflow. This workflow allows you to decouple billing from revenue recognition and put proper approvals over the billing and revenue recognition process. In the first row, sales orders are non-posting transactions that typically get created when an opportunity in Salesforce is marked as closed won. The sales order correlates to the items that were sold to the customer, how they were priced and discounted, and what the billing frequency and terms are. An employee with NetSuite credentials reviews the sales order to make sure it reconciles with the customer contract. The invoices are then automatically created from the billing schedules. Running in parallel to this process in the second row is the revenue recognition process, which is managed by the revenue arrangement. Also, a non-posting transaction tees up the revenue recognition for the contract, ensuring that the amounts and the timing of the revenue recognition for all elements in the arrangement are in compliance with your revenue recognition policy. Each element will be assigned a plan, and the plans automatically create detailed GL postings. And now to the demonstration. This is the home dashboard for the controller at Atlas Co. As the controller, you may be responsible for revenue management tasks, such as setting up revenue recognition rules or managing revenue recognition plans. Actions may include creating RevRec journal entries or merging revenue arrangements to comply with ASC 606. You will have a plethora of reports at your fingertips, like planned revenue forecast or true deferred revenue waterfall reports. You may also be responsible for approving sales orders. The industry-leading practice is to leverage a reminder to proactively alert the individual responsible that there are sales orders to approve. All reminders are drillable, so you can easily get back and review the one sales order that is waiting your approval. As you drill to the sales order, you will see that it is in a certain status of pending approval. Hence, it's showing up in your reminders portlet. You will also see that the sales order includes 3 items: a SaaS license A, a SaaS license B, and some professional services. Each of these items has a particular price and discount, and it also can have its own unique billing schedule. Billing schedules could include monthly, quarterly, annually, 100% upfront, or any custom billing schedules that need to align with the details of the contract. If you want to see how that billing schedule is forecast into the future, you can drop down on the billing sub-tab and see the schedule right from the sales order. If you want to make sure that the billing frequency aligns with the terms in the contract, you can drop down on the Communications subtab and pull the contract up straight from the sales order. If everything reconciles, you can go ahead and approve this sales order. When you approve, a full audit trail will take place. Within system information, you can see a date and timestamp of when a change was made, who made the change, what field was changed, and to what is the new value. Now that the sales order has been approved, you may want to look at the sales order billing forecast or a billing and revenue summary, two of the out-of-the-box reports that will help you manage the order-to-cash process. Here is the sales order billing forecast. This is how the invoices are set to be created over the course of the year, not just for ABC customer and the sales order we just approved, but for all sales orders across the entire customer base. This report will help you manage future cash collections, and it will also update in real time. As you start to create invoices in bulk for a given month, say January, the entire January column will drop off the report. You will also have a billing and revenue summary. The billing and revenue summary gives you a more 360-degree view of the transaction. Here, for sales order 87, we can see what was the total booking amount, how much has been billed, what amount is therefore in the backlog. We can also see the revenue side. What amount of revenue is planned for this transaction? How much have we recognized to date? Therefore, how much revenue is in the backlog? The next step in the process will be to create invoices. Again, an industry-leading best practice is to leverage a reminder to alert the individual responsible for creating invoices that there are sales orders to bill. This reminder can be drilled into, and invoices can be created in bulk from the bill sales order screen. Simply click Mark All and Submit, and all the invoices will be dynamically sent to the customers, either via email, you can print them and send them via mail, or via fax, whatever the customer's requirements are. For today's presentation, if we create the invoice for ABC customer, we will see the invoice dynamically posting across the platform. First, in the related records of the sales order, the invoice has dynamically posted to the related records tab. You can easily drill back to the invoice. On the sales order billing forecast, if we refresh this report, we will see January drop off the report in a real-time update. And on the billing and revenue summary, again, if you refresh the report, you will see that the amounts have started to shuffle between the columns, with the total amount billed now tallying $18,900. The only remaining step in the billing process is to reduce your days sales outstanding and automate collections communications with your customers. The leading practice will create pre-configured workflows that automatically email customers who have open invoices a certain number of days overdue. In addition, an accounts receivable aging report is available to help manage timely collections. You can even create saved searches to better stay on top of invoices. If you want to know about invoices that are over 30 days overdue and more than $100,000, you can easily append a reminder to your home dashboard alerting you of the transactions that fit that subset of criteria. That completes the sales order approval and billing portion of the process. You have put proper approval controls in place. You've automated the subscription billings. You have properly forecast cash collections. You have automated collection reminders with your customers. Now, let's turn to the revenue recognition portion. Returning to the sales order, in the Related Records tab, every sales order will have a revenue arrangement. Despite the billing being monthly, quarterly, or upfront, the revenue arrangement can be completely decoupled from the billing process. Here, we see three elements. The revenue elements correspond to the items from the invoice. Each of these elements can have its own revenue recognition rule. Here we see the SaaS license A and B having revenue recognition based on the exact number of days in the month over the course of January 1st to December 31st. For the professional services, we have event-based RevRec based on billing, but you can also have event-based RevRec on fulfillment, in addition to a number of other revenue recognition methods and rules. If you want more information on a specific revenue recognition plan, you can open the revenue recognition plan for a particular element, and you can see, for the SaaS license A, how is the revenue set to be recognized. Here, we see the revenue recognition rule is exact days. We see from January through December how the revenue is set to be recognized based on that exact day's schedule. For example, seeing that February is less than the amount of revenue that is recognized in January. You'll also see a total amount of revenue that has been allocated to this element, how much has been recognized thus far, and how much is remaining in the deferred balance. These amounts will automatically update as the journal entries are posted, and the journal entries will also dynamically link back to the revenue recognition plan. In addition to the revenue recognition plan, NetSuite provides you with a revenue recognition forecast, so you can move away from Excel spreadsheets. Like all of the reports in NetSuite, it'll be updated in real time, drillable, and easily modifiable. For example, you can increase visibility by forecasting revenue by product type or by location. Here we can see for the particular arrangement how the revenue is set to be recognized for all three of our elements over the course of the year, January out through December. Another industry-leading best practice is to recognize revenue recognition journal entries in bulk. In order to do that, you can have a revenue recognition journal entry reminder sent to the person responsible. That person can drill into their reminder and create all of the revenue recognition journal entries that exist in one step. Here, we're filtering on our customer, and we can simply mark all and create our journal entries. The journal entry will dynamically post to all of its related records. So if we refresh the revenue plan, we will see that the revenue plan has been updated as to how much has been recognized for this element and what remains in the deferred balance. We can see the journal entry has dynamically posted, and if we want to drill back to the journal entry, we can do that, seeing what amounts have been debited to deferred revenue and what amounts have been credited to revenue. On our revenue recognition forecast, if we refresh the report, we can now see the journal entry for what revenue has been recognized, looking back retrospectively to January. In the same report as we can see what remains in the forecast, looking forward from February out into the future. With the revenue recognition entries now posted, you have effectively concluded your order to cash process. You have put proper controls over the sales order process to make the billing term and frequency align with the details of the contract. You've automated the creation of invoices by leveraging a sales order to bill reminder, both today and in the future, as well as the creation of overdue invoice reminders sent to your customers. You have proper approval of revenue plans, and you have automated the creation of detailed journal entries. You now have real-time reporting, both on the billing forecast and the revenue forecast. And finally, you have everything at your fingertips, like the ability to merge revenue arrangements or dynamically allocate revenue across multi-element arrangements right from your home dashboard. So what does this mean for your business? It means that if you leverage NetSuite's billing and revenue management software industry expertise from implementing over 1,700 customers, you will automate the revenue recognition process. You will remain compliant with ASC 605 and 606, and you will decrease your risk. You will move away from error-prone and laborious Excel spreadsheets and into automated revenue recognition plans. You will be prepared for any future revenue recognition standards, because NetSuite is always on the cutting edge of capabilities that keep you in compliance with the latest standards. You will automate the subscription billing and collections process, decrease days sales outstanding, and increase cash flow. In addition, your invoices will be accurate and they'll be on time, so you will improve customer satisfaction. And you will have stronger controls and approval hierarchies and less errors by leveraging NetSuite's reminders and approval processes. And finally, you will increase visibility across the board with actionable results, from financial results to forecasting to dynamic dashboards that are personalized to your business. Thank you for watching this demonstration on NetSuite's leading practices for billing and revenue management. Leveraging the billing and revenue management leading practices in conjunction with the leading practices developed by NetSuite for all other functional business areas, companies can ensure their processes and systems are aligned with the foremost methods in the industry.